you cannot handle real work, reality talk, 80+ language, simply skip the video.
Really dragging my sorry ass to the calisthenics spot in the West Park. I had to do all morning server, no, not the whole morning, for 4 hours or 3.5 hours working on the server of the websites. Let me tell you this: if you run websites, and especially WordPress, and when you would do, because I got VPS hosting on Namecheap, and it is, you know, self-maintenance, not that there's high technical support. And if you actually contact those idiots, and I'm telling you that those are idiots, most of the time, before I did contact them, it was a waste of time, and then they refer you to this person, that person. But in the end, you have to solve it by yourself. So let me share this actually, how I solve those problems. When you have WordPress problems, for example, database crashes or whatever, just go into the file manager and go to the error log. And this is a little bit WordPress talk, but you know, you go to the error log and then you just copy the errors, and then I put it in. I use AI like Gemini Advanced. I place it over there and I say, can you analyze the error log of this WordPress site? And then it comes up with solutions 100 times faster than support, because you talk with all kind of weird people with all kind of creative names. But yeah, that is such a time waste. By the way, for the first time in a long time, I'm a little bit sick on the stomach. But this is also what I said yesterday. And so the WordPress thing, you can solve it very quickly with the Gemini Advanced if you use ChatGPT 4. But you know, like a mega company like fucking Google, you know, who comes up with that kind of stuff like AI, you understand probably why I prefer that instead of some kind of other AI thing. Anyway, quickly solved, 3 hours. Normally, without AI in the old days, I had to figure out, puzzle it until sometimes I was hyper focused for 16 hours. Anyway, now I'm a little bit sick on the stomach, but like I said yesterday, who gives a rat's ass? So I'm dragging myself through the park and going to train a little bit. Not a little bit, but yes, that's what I'm gonna do. What else? Yeah, first again I need to clean my head a little bit, because I had scheduling with the reels from tomorrow, and there's a little bit of vlogging inside. From tomorrow I actually going to schedule on Instagram accounts, so more and more distribution. On an average, all the long form videos have over 75 views per video, and that is accounts combined. See, and that also keeps me going. 75 people see my shit. And not only that, if you do it 3 times, it's more than 2,000 people per month, you know. And that thought keeps me going, let's say it like this. Because if you really start looking at videos, like I said, you know, the videos that talk about now I'm not gonna mention the neighborhood, but you know, well, there was one video, most dangerous neighborhood in fucking Sofia, you know, and over 4,000 views, 40,000 views, and he didn't do anything. He drank a little bit rakia in some kind of biraria in that neighborhood, and that's it. And then say that it's a fucking challenge, you know. I bash half a liter of rakia and, you know, do a couple of liters beer on the side, and then we just getting started. And it's not to brag. People who know me, they know it. Especially, you know, when people. I had a friend, and still I don't know where you are actually at the moment. But anyway, he brought me incredibly nice rakia from Silistra. Incredibly nice rakia. And that is easy. It's like an angel peeing on your tongue. right? And a little bit the Shopska salad. Anyway, so you know, when I look at those videos, you know, think, yeah, Dahlan, what are we doing wrong over here? And by the way, they don't give any other information than, oh yeah, now we're gonna try rakia. And then most of the time they pronounce it also the wrong way. You know, those Sofia, Rakia, or whatever they say it. But, you know, they don't put the details in, man. Anyway, probably I need to upload a little bit more videos, and then YouTube gives me a better benefits through the algorithm. Anyway, if you didn't follow me yet, help me out, people. I want to say some other things, but I cannot remember now. Let's take a little look. I put now the camera on a stick. Let's see how it goes. I'm gonna put it now very high. Maybe it's nice. So a little looky around, you know. And if you don't want to hear me rattling, just turn up the volume and just look around. I can hear the birds sing. I don't know if you can hear. But yeah, so I'm using now a stick. Yeah, so I'm going to train. Ciao for now. I'm walking. I'm going to show you this a little bit. We're again in the West Park. I think I already said this. We're still in the West Park, and as you can see, it's a little bit cloudy. So in case it's going to rain, I can hide and work over here. Very nice, right? And the thing is, actually, before I went out, trust me, I think I would have preferred to do a little nap. And you know my thought about this. What if I don't wake up tomorrow? What did I do? Go for a fucking nap? No, Dahlan. That's not gonna happen. But now that I walk over here and my head starts to empty a little bit, maybe also because of the nature, because I actually went, after I went out, I went straight away to the center, and oh, Jesus Christ, maybe, I don't know, I am a little bit sick on the stomach, but in the meantime, who cares? I gave you a little bit of tour around. We're going a little bit off-road. Enjoy the nature. And it's a nice spot for a temporary office. Think things through. And trust me, I need to think things very well through at the moment. On a very, very high level, people. It might influence a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. It might influence my daily vlogging a little bit. If it's not about the uploading part, it might be a little bit about the speaking part. But I'm trying to do my best over here. And if I would fail by speaking as much or as accurate as I actually want to, then so be it. But this is the muscle that we grow, right? Sometimes you simply need to push through, and then it only gets better. Nothing in life comes easy. What are we doing over there? A little bit chippy chappy. Anyway, we're almost there. Just take a look around. Looky looky. Oof. Okay, it's very nice, right? And very soon all the leaves will be back. Oh, less rain, more sun. We can walk around in slippers over here. And there is actually a chance, there is a slight chance that I have to go to Malta, but I really don't want to. And also when people ask me, you know, to go here and there, I actually don't want to leave Bulgaria. I'm very honest about that. But let's see how everything, let's say it like this, for the content and everything, to make it look fancy or whatever, you know, blue sea, Yeah, that would be nice. But it would also be nice to meet some people. That's also true. And I really want to meet some people in multiple countries. But you know, I really love Bulgaria. You know? I'm very honest about that. And they actually also want to come over here. But yeah, I simply don't want to go. But let's see how everything will go, and how fast I can anticipate on or counterattack actually also about some of the things that are in play at the moment. And they're big plays. They're very big plays, and I have to do it smart. And there's not a lot of advice that I can get from people, because it's totally out of the extraordinary. People can give their opinion, but it's all based upon wet fingerwork and wild movies that I have seen. And that kind of, I like some sort of the support, but you know, it's not valuable for reality checks. Anyway, we're going to train. Ciao for now. A hell of a training. Like I said, I was a little bit. I'm never sick on the stomach, never. But now I still am a little bit, but I did the whole cycle, all over body, forward lunges, dips, plus knee raises, high pull-ups in sets of 5, multiple the forward lunges. I don't know if I already said this. I did the pike push-ups and a few other things. What I want to do actually today is also I have to shoot a proper YouTube introduction video. I really have to do this, but let's see. Now I actually want to tell something about myself. Maybe that's interesting. Fuck it. You know, my name is Dotcombaron, and I grew up in Holland. I'm raised by white people. In case some people also think, yeah, you don't behave as some kind of Asian guy. See, I'm not raised. See, I was born in Indonesia, but my biological mother could not hold me or actually take care of me. But she gave me one name, and that name is Dahlan. D-A-H-L-A-N. And the thing is, I'm going somewhere with this. So, you know, in order to find myself, it took a long time. Somewhere after my 35th, let's say it like this, that I got in peace with everything. It's not only about that, huh? That is way less than other things. But my second name, Baron, is from my parents in Holland. They gave me the name. I'm actually also very happy with that. The thing is, Dahlan is a Muslim name. Yeah, I got nothing against Muslim, but I'm far from Muslim, as you probably can see. You know, Muslims, you know, don't do tattoos. They don't drink, quote unquote, not drink. Most of the Muslims, let's say the righteous, the dedicated ones, they don't drink. So I do everything that is simply against what people would see if they would see me for the first time, you know, and they think, yeah, this is an Asian guy, and then they actually start talking to me or see my behavior, then they think there is something off. And you know, I'm actually very happy with that at the moment. Like I said, I found peace. I'm actually, by the way, go back and forwards a little bit to avoid people. But when it's about my name, and I actually figured this out because of a guy, I don't know, because it's now a sensitive subject probably, but he was from around the Middle East, and he said, how do you get this name, Dahlan? Because his mother, her last name was Dahlan. exactly written as mine. And actually over there I learned what my name actually means. Dahlan means king or lion. So that's what I learned over there. And not only that, I did a little bit of research on it. But the thing is, it's true. And yeah, what is true? True, yeah, the guy also, I even talked with his mother, so that was very, very nice. And if I ever want to go to visit their country, I'm more than welcome to do so. So yeah, that's a little bit my story about my name. And Baron, and my online presence, personality, which is actually not some sort of a cover thing, you know. A lot of people create some sort of an alter ego. Dotcombaron is simply me. That is Dahlan Baron. Because everything is on the internet, everything is done by the phone. Okay, the recording I'm doing with the GoPro, but yeah. So that was a little bit about my name. Has that any kind of value to you? Not at all. Not at. So let's see. Let's see where we go. These people, they say flogging. Yes. Today is a little bit, again, a cloudy day. Also in my mind, huh? Because I have to prepare now to work the whole evening on very important stuff. And sooner or later I will share a lot of events that I'm now in. And it's mostly because of other people. That is, you know, and that's why I'm so hammering constantly about, if you're a guy of opportunity, of a guy of high energy, keep your circle clean, people, because you will get so hard bashed in the ass, you know. And I'm saying this out of experience, and never I say this, oh look at me, boo-hoo. No. See, no matter what will happen in the next few weeks, months, to me, I always will see it as a learning curve for myself, because, you know, I lived already a very colorful life with very extreme ups and downs, very extreme, and I'm very happy that it happened, because that gives a person color. I do believe in this, and I'm also personally only attracted to people who yeah, have seen things or have been through, and not the classical grandma dies and all that kind of normal people stuff. No, this is way beyond this, way beyond that. And you know, like I said also many times, my back is against the wall and there's nowhere else to go than simply up. There is no other way for me. And at the moment there is also no other way than survive. Move forward, always thinking forward. I'm just sharing the red flags about the people simply because, you know, keep your eyes open, people, because it can cost you years and years of recovering financially, time you will never get back. And yeah, and I'm also walking a little bit off road because the other people were shouting, flogging. But yeah, keep that in mind. Everything that I'm saying is not to be negative about how bad people are, not at all, because I genuinely love people, but I had to set up these filters to protect myself, because if I would keep on going the way I always did, full throttle and everything, nah. First of all, nobody, only a small percentage will appreciate it or see it. So there is actually no reason to go all in with people. You know, I also never set boundaries. Never. And you have to set boundaries and you have to make them clear, people, because you get bashed in the ass or played around like a ping pong ball, and you go back and forward of getting up, getting down, getting up, getting down. And that is something that you don't want, at least not so extreme as I always did. You know, you simply don't want that. It messes up perhaps focus, let's say, on creating a normal life. Although what is normal, but in my case that sail is already shipped a long time ago. I'm already far away from that kind of possibility mentally, I think. And then I don't mean it as in a wrong way, but I am also somehow and somewhat addicted to the thrill of something like solving huge problems, and not only for other people, also for myself in general. And I'm gonna be honest about this, I am better at solving other people their problems instead of my own, because mine are pretty extreme, huh? But I will explain, and I'll see. And this is also something. For a few days ago, I found over 800 videos, 800 YouTube videos that I uploaded, I think 2 years ago, and everything is with timestamps, so I can actually, you know, I don't suck anything out of my freaking thumb. So, you know, but you can really see also when I go to court, or that I'm at night doing the calisthenics to stay warm. Once I also filmed my own feet, and I didn't eat for days, and you know, I had to walk just to keep myself sane. But it's actually funny to see now, and that's all another thing that really also pushed me all over the limit, huh? mentally, and that makes me somehow also less sensitive for people who feel sorry for themselves when it's about very minor things, while they do have everything that, let's say, where comfort is, like, you know, you got family, you got your parents, you know, that normal people have. And I also want to make this very clear, you know, if you do have your parents and they didn't rape you every day or something, you got nothing to complain about, huh? Maybe they denied you going out to that nice club with your friends or whatever, but they feed you, they give a roof above your head, people. And if you can have some sort of comfort somehow, you know, that is something that people like me, we don't have this. And this is, again, not to talk sad, because I'm very happy with my life at the moment, I'm telling you. But, you know, I just want to make people very aware, because I'm listening to many people, and I stopped listening actually to people who complain, and I simply cut it off, because that is very toxic. Sometimes people can say, yeah, the weather is bad. Okay, that is not really complaining. But if I hear the same things over, how bad they are, politics, I never go into politics, because first of all, I don't know anything about politics, and it also doesn't matter. I think, okay, if you're somehow involved wearing a suit and you have to lick ass, probably it influences you. But if you, let's say, yeah, a man of taking care of his own life, it doesn't really matter, because if you compare everything, right, and again, I don't have any politic knowledge. The thing is, this is another. Things haven't changed, right? There's always somebody complains about politics. So this is also something. The whole year I didn't watch television yet. Last year I watched 35 minutes, and this year I didn't. But when I would turn on the news, I would see the same. Well, right? There's a war here and there, a little bit diseases, and everything is miserable, right? See, of course, I know Trump is a president, but if you ask me what is happening in Holland, I'm raised in Holland, I wouldn't know what's happening over there. The only thing I know is that people from other countries messing up the fucking country. You know, it's true. And the Dutch people, they kept weak, because if they go against the foreigners, then you're all of a sudden extreme right. You know. That's what I do know. That is real reality. And when it's about reality, I prefer also. That's why I also love to go with a lot of people, you know, from homeless till very high level people. That I sit with them Like, you know, there's another thing. There are levels to the game, right? When people tell me, yeah, I know him. How do you know somebody? You sit with them on a dinner table. Most of the people, they say no. When I say that I know somebody, I sit with them on the dinner table. If not even pass out over there when I'm too drunk to drive home, or even too drunk. That did happen a lot. Doesn't happen a lot anymore actually, but you know, I could have a bed or a couch, you know. That's the level of intimacy, let's say it like this, that I create a bond of trust. Not that I say I know this guy and you're not even, you know. Yeah, you understand what I mean. Anyway, I also keep on rattling. I know today it's a little bit of rattling day. Oh, Wizz Air. And let's look a little bit around. Again, this is West Park, and I came from, I think, oh yeah, over there. Yeah, there's so many actually sneaky entrances here in the West Park, which I really like to discover. Once I walked very deep in the West Park. You know, when you're very deep, I always get a little, not scared, but I always, you know, you never know, maybe a wild animal. What if? See, probably in the West Park there are no animals, but I would not go into the freaking hills alone, you know, especially not somewhere in the middle of nowhere in Bulgaria, you know. You never know. I need at least something to protect myself. There are bear attacks recorded, I think. And again, I don't watch news, but I think I saw it once on Facebook post or something. Bear attack. Hey, you don't want to get attacked by a bear, no matter how strong you are. A 200 kilo guy, you still don't do anything. Me with my 74 kilo, he just picks me up and wipes his nose, his bare nose. And when he picks me up, wipes his nose, and then he wipes his ass with me. So, and I'm 74 kilos, so a big, heavyweight lifting Bulgarian guy with a beard and a bald head, maybe a nice, I don't know what. Also is not gonna do anything. A wild bear protecting the freaking cubs. Anyway, I'm going off topic while I'm keep on walking. Yeah, today I'm not going to travel all over Sofia. I also need to focus really now on my own life maintenance. I need to do some other stuff now regarding documents. I need to start up processes. I need to work. Yeah, that's what I really need to do. I let it go a little bit, but also, and this is not to blame other people, through unforeseen circumstances. Oh look, there are a lot of people on the railroad over there. Oh, interesting. No, Dahlan, don't walk to them and talk to them. No, not now. Somewhat, I always feel some sort of peace. When I'm also in harbors and on railroads, you know, I feel really at peace. The same peace that I feel, maybe even more peace than when I'm on the calisthenic spots. Calisthenic spots are for me like I got this warm, cozy, and also relentless feeling. Hey, is that a station? I never knew that. That is a freaking station. I really didn't know that. Now see, that's what I mean. I lived for years and years in Sofia. Actually, also with one of my exes. Actually, that doesn't matter. So I lived. And what else? So we had a little bit about my name. So now you know. And also when I talk, yeah, I told you once, right? I tried to hang around with Indonesian people just to maybe somehow connect with those people. Nah, I totally don't have the same attitude. I at one point I had, with all the respect to Indonesian people, but they're so freaking lazy. And I went through a couple of them, eh? And not only that, in Holland I also met other adopted Indonesian people, but also totally not my kind, huh? Really. The only country, and I'm gonna say it, is where I really feel at home is in Bulgaria. It's also not in Holland. In Holland, and I'm gonna tell you this story, you know, I'm adopted, and the thing is, many times when for example, my father came with me, and then people ask me, who is that? No, is that your father? See, that is all fun, but if you have to repeat this over and over, and at one point also people say, yeah, you're not from Holland. I'm raised in fucking Holland. See, at that time it really bothered me, huh? I really want to belong somewhere, you know? I really want to belong to a race or whatever, to a country. But no matter what, no matter how Dutch I tried to be, I was never a Dutch person, never. Because when I start listening to real Dutch music and hang around in those Dutch things, also people look at you weird. And especially in Holland, people really put you quickly in boxes. You know, you look like this, then you are like this. Yeah, it's really true. And especially when you go outside Amsterdam, Rotterdam, the more you go to the north, it's true. And not only that, the mentality, the import of so many foreigners without good intentions. Now yeah, we don't have to get into this topic that I'm going to be labeled as a racist, but no matter what kind of race you are, I think you have to respect the fucking country that you're in and don't spit on women or make up your own rules, or you feel offended by. That's what they're doing in Holland, you know. They actually, the foreigners in Holland, they did manage to cancel one of the Dutch traditions. Nah, you know, that is ridiculous, right? Go to another country, you're gonna, and we don't have to mention the destinations, but do the same over there. Try to change their traditions. Well, you get a bullet in your head, your nuts get cut off, maybe not in the same order as I'm telling you, but they're not gonna embrace that kind of stuff. And in Holland it's the opposite. Oh, maybe we have to bend, you know. And that's also something what I like about Bulgaria. They don't allow that kind of bullshit, you know. And also, and oh yeah, let's don't get into that. But I really like that also. And yeah, I feel at home over here. And yeah, I really do. A lot of Bulgarians also ask me, hey, what do you actually love about Bulgaria? Well, when I try to explain it, oh yeah, and also once another person asked me, you know, he said, yeah, but hey, I got the Bulgarian tattoo on my hand and some other things that really connect me with the country, multiple things. And then they say, yeah. So some people, you know, they get a little bit offended by it. They say, don't you ever think that you're Bulgarian? You know what? I'm not thinking that. And I also will never. That's why I also don't join events that are typical Bulgarian. Because I am not Bulgarian. And that is more or less respect for the country. I am not gonna dance around in Bulgarian clothing and pretend that I belong somewhere. No, I don't. You don't mix up. You know, I stay from a respectful distance. And you know, I know those vloggers, they do it, but I would. Then it's like, you know, let's put it like a. I don't have good feelings with this, not yet. But I also will never do things like that because I respect the country. I'm not going to dance around in Bulgarian clothes. I know that other people do it also in Serbia. I see one guy. I would never do that. I just respect the country, and I will stay always on the sideline. But in the meantime, I try to do my best to earn my place over here. And it's yeah, it's made a little bit more difficult by other countries at the moment. But you know, I got a higher purpose that I need to fulfill, so I'm willing to die on the spot. People don't understand that I don't have a lot of other things to really go all in for. But yes, that's it. I have to stop talking because I know I'm already talking for quite some time, but I really want to share those things. You know, there are things in life that are above the normality. And like I said, I want to start sharing, because I start watching every night now before I fall asleep which videos I can use to show people, you know, that things are totally not easy. Huh? And I make it look easy, but to get to this point in my life took me a long time. Messed up a lot of fucking relationships, because where is Dahlan focused on? But not only that, see, if you're constantly busy with growth, constantly, this is for me a 24/7 thing, huh? Mentally, physically, just going all in. The thing is, if you meet a person who is not, you know, try to improve her, let's say, according to me, you know, when your spouse is not into growth as much as you're gonna lose traction, you're gonna lose connection. And that is simply one of the reasons, you know. And also when I was really pretty in my colorful, non-stop idiotic thing, that is also not easy to live with people like me. But now I'm way much calmer, but I'm obsessed with growth. I'm obsessed with helping people, you know, giving them ideas, not only ideas, also strategies, structures, to get a better life. But yeah, so let's stop talking for now. I need to pee, and then let's see what we're gonna do, because the weather is not so nice. I know it shouldn't stop me, but I need to take care of some stuff, people. I'm very sorry I rambled a lot, but in the meantime I hope you enjoyed a little bit of view. At the moment we're over there, Ilenden, my Airbnb is over there. I'm gonna walk through it here and maybe bump into some people, and then I would call it not a day yet, because I won't close the day again with another scroll. Because if you saw the previous videos, I think those scrolls are amazing. And if you don't think they're amazing yet, or you haven't heard about them, keep on watching till the end, and or subscribe, like, because you can also watch the previous videos. Anyway, it's gonna get noisy over here. Ciao for now. Want to because I'm very busy at the moment, but I still want to again scroll number 6 of the greatest salesman had 10 scrolls in the book. I already mentioned this before. Every 30 days, no, for 30 days you read one scroll 3 times a day, morning, daytime, and in the evening. But it's described in the book. I already mentioned it. The greatest salesman of written by O.G. Mandino. Anyway, scroll number 6 is about today I will master my emotions. So I'm gonna read just a little part of it, but again, you know, if you put in the work, so for the next 10 months, every day one scroll. And yes, the book has a little bit of pre-story, but I don't see the relevance of it, because the 10 scrolls are so beautiful. So I want to end it properly. So scroll number 6, master my emotions. So one part of it: if I feel depressed, I will sing. If I feel sad, I will laugh. If I feel ill, I will double my labor. If I feel fear, I will plunge ahead. If I feel inferior, I will wear new garments. If I feel uncertain, I will raise my voice. If I feel poverty, I will think of wealth to come. If I feel incompetent, I will remember past success. If I feel insignificant, I will remember my goals. Today, I will be master of my emotions. Well, you know, obviously the scroll is much bigger. And like I said, I did this for 2.5 years, I think. But the thing is, at one point I did all 10 scrolls in the morning, daytime, and the evening. But I did it first like it was described in the book. But you know, if you can bring up the discipline, you know, yeah, and that's why I also mention it constantly, because you know it's gonna change your life, especially when you put in the work, because this is really about reprogramming your whole thinking, and that's what it does. That's why you have to do it in the morning, at daytime. So in the morning you just read, at daytime you just read it a little bit up in yourself, and then before you go to bed you read it up loud. Yeah, it's Greatest Salesman by OG Mandino. Anyway, today's vlog is a little bit messy. I'm very busy. Let's see how I can manage my time tomorrow better. Because yeah, last night I also started working when I'm laying down on the bed. From 4 I got up around 6 or 5, I don't even remember. And now I'm going to continue to probably 1 or 2, and then fall asleep, and then tomorrow wake up early. So, ciao for now.